Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This video, we're going to listen to something very interesting that Trump said at the NRCC dinner that he's speaking at. I think you're going to like this. I think you're going to like this a lot. Here we go.
It's going to be something, and I'm actually looking forward to the midterms. I really are. We're going to prove that all of their treasonous years of betrayal will not be forgotten, because it's treason. What they did is treason. When they allowed millions of people to pour in through open borders from all over the world, they came. To me, that's treason. What they've done to our country is unthinkable. It's going to be something.
So he has called what the Democrats have done treason. Multiple times he said treason. Now, there's some people that are focusing on this, but they're focusing on the midterm remark. And they're saying they don't want to wait until the midterms for all this stuff to come out. But notice what he said. He said, we're going to prove that what they've done was treasonous. He mentioned the midterms, but he's talking about during the midterms, you're going to know that information, which means all that information is going to come out before the midterms happen. It has to be leaked out a little bit at a time. You can't dump everything at once, because if you dump everything at once, people are not going to be able to go through all the information, and they're not going to understand what's happening. Because remember, he said treason several times. What is the penalty for treason? It's death. We're not talking about giving these people a decade in prison or something like that. We're talking about treason. The penalty for treason is death. And he multiple times said treason. So if you're going that far to call it treason, you got to make sure that the public understands what's happening. And it can't be all at once. It has to be a little bit at a time. It has to be, okay, this thing happened. Here's all the information on it. These are the people involved. Go get them. Then you arrest them, you put them on trial, you do that, right? It can't all be, here's everything they did, and we're arresting everybody that did it. Because the problem is, people aren't going to be able to get through all that information in a timely manner. I mean, hell, look what happened with the JFK files. They dropped that, which pretty much proves that the CIA took out Kennedy. But there's still not a lot of people that are even saying that, because people haven't been able to get through all that. I mean, there's like 80,000 files. People haven't been able to get through all of it yet. So this has to be done systematically. So the news that I take from this is we will know before the midterms what all happened. And he said he will prove that they were treasonous. So that means not only are we going to know what happened, all the information is going to be out there on these people, what they did, to the point to where it's undeniable. There will be absolute proof of it. And it might even mean that the trials will have already started. So what I would say is be happy. Be very, very happy about this. You know? And you can see here the guy that put this video up, or that made the video, I guess. His name is right here at the Storm Redo. And it was put up by The Storm Has Arrived. Right there he is, if you want to go follow that person. I'm following him. Yes, the storm, it definitely appears like the storm is coming. It is right on the horizon. I wouldn't go as far as to say it has arrived yet, but it's very, very close, brother. It's very, very close. Uh, for those that know, you know. You know, there's a lot of us that have been on this journey for a long, long time. And it has been, the movement has been ridiculed. It has been called a conspiracy theory, all of that kind of stuff. But for those that followed the Q post back in the day, and you saw all the proofs, you know, all the Q proofs and all that kind of stuff that were released. That was pretty intense stuff. And then it's gone quiet for a while. But I think we're reaching the point to where a lot of this stuff is starting to come out, and we will see justice. Because if you think he's just going to tell you what happened and then do nothing about it, then you don't know Trump. He going to do something about it. These people will pay. Remember, Q said they wouldn't be able to walk down the street. That's the level of disgusting information that's going to be released on these people. So, to all of you who followed the Q movement and all that kind of stuff, man, I say just hold on a little bit longer. Have faith. I mean, Trump has done everything he's promised he'd do so far, and I still have faith in the man. And I say I'm with him. You know, I voted for him 3 times, and I'll vote for him another time if he runs again. A lot of people are talking about that. You know, there's constitutional issues to it. There's ways around it, I reckon. I'm not very studied on that, so I'm not going to comment whether it's legal or not. But he wouldn't be putting it out there for no reason. You know, I think a lot of the reason, honestly, is to troll the Democrats, just to get them all pissed off and screaming about that instead of whatever they were screaming about before. It's like a misdirect, I think. But who knows? I'd take him for another term, absolutely. But anyway, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. As always, up to you to make up your own mind, and I appreciate you watching. Until I speak to you again, love many, trust few, and do harm to none. God loves you, and so do I. Bye bye.